Well, tonight, Austin High School hosted its first track and field meet of the season after a very tough 2020 of canceled high school sports.
Yeah, it has been. ABC6 News reporter Mackenzie Davis shows us how Austin High School hosted the track meet while keeping the athletes, coaches, and spectators safe.
The spikes were laced back up again after hanging them up for the 2020 season.
Last year we never got to get a meet in at all, so it's good to be back on the track and competing again.
Coaches, athletes, and spectators were excited to be back to what seemed like a sense of normalcy.
I kind of feel like we've got two freshman classes though, because our sophomores never got to compete last year.
But because of COVID, precautionary measures have to be taken in order to keep everyone safe and the season going, like having to limit the number of people at the track in general, having the girls compete first and then the boys. Something else that is new is athletes are also competing in pods.
One school gets all their jumps in and then the next school goes. So we're trying to limit that crossover between schools.
Even within practices, the Austin track and field team is split up into pods by event group, so they're not as cohesive as they've been in the past.
But it is what it is, and it's what we all need to do.
And it depends on the event if the athletes need to wear their mask while competing.
Like for the jumps and for like pole vault and high jump, they can take it off while they're competing and then put it back on because it is kind of a hazard. And some of the distance events, they can take it down so they can breathe, but then as soon as they're done competing, we've got to get them masked back up again.
Although masks are a concern, they are necessary.
It is a concern, and especially if you're running like an 800 or a 1600 or a 3200, but we do try and keep the mask as much as we can.
Although parents had to stay behind the fence to cheer on their athletes, it was good to be back after a year off. In Austin, Mackenzie Davis, ABC6 News.